What is going on, ladies and genitals? YOTESLAYA here, bringing you another Modern Warfare 2 nukage. You know, a couple weeks back, I actually planned on doing a nuke like every other day just to kind of lead up to Modern Warfare 3, and a lot of you guys wanted to see that, but I kind of got rid of it, especially after last weekend, losing internet and all that good stuff. I actually had a sub day planned to where we were just going to bust out on Modern Warfare 2 and try to drop as many nukes as we can. For you guys that may be new to my channel, I hate Black Ops. You know, I loved it at the beginning. The only good thing about it now is zombies. And pretty much this game is just going to be a backdrop to the little story and an idea that I do have. It's actually a very entertaining game. I didn't go off. I always have the nuke on just in case, like I do get on a kill streak and all that good stuff. But I had no intentions at all of going for a nuke in this. I actually, and you'll see that I was just running around with the RPG just trying to get multi-kills, because I was going to do a multi-kill like with RPGs, javelins, stuff like that. So I'm pretty much just running around with the RPG like a madman. But I was watching some TV earlier, and I got on a show called Paranormal Activity, and I'd never heard of it before. And dude, it was insane. That, man, there's just... All right, okay, I'm just going to throw this out here now. For you guys that don't know, for you youngins out there that may want to experiment and stuff like that, I've never done it, and I'm going to recommend it right now. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but I do not recommend fucking with a Ouija board. For those that don't know what it is, it's like a little board type deal to where you can actually communicate with the undead, the spirits, whatever it may be, and the shit usually ends up pretty like possession stuff, like, you know, exorcism stuff. You've seen the movie, you've heard of it, dude. That's you if you fuck around with the Ouija board. It's nothing to mess around with. It's no games. But there's this chick on there. Okay, the first one was about a UFO. You know, we've all heard the UFO stories and stuff like that. So I'm watching Paranormal Activity and listening to this chick and her husband talk about their experience with the Ouija board. And I've got to say, as she's going through the story and stuff like that, my ass hairs are standing up like so fucking far. And if you've ever seen 3-inch ass hairs stand straight up, dude, it looked like I hairsprayed my gooch and my fucking ass crack. My hair was just standing up like I looked like a porcupine. You know, my fucking ass crack had a mohawk. Swear to God, my hair was standing up that bad. And you know, I'm sitting there listening to this chick, and I got an idea. I'm like, dude, Halloween's coming up. How about I start a ghost story or like a haunted story series where like up until like Halloween, I do like a ghost story a day. You know, I was talking about the Catacombs of Paris a couple weeks back after Mr. Raffle Waffles. There again, a shameless plug. Once again, that's like the 6th one now for the guy. But, you know, a couple weeks back I did the Catacombs of Paris. Then I got my brother-in-law YOTESLAYA over, and we did a dual comm about his like haunting experience of how he was actually, when he was younger, had some kind of like ghost encounter when like he would go to bed and stuff like that. And a lot of you really enjoyed that commentary. A lot of you wanted to hear more. So I'm like, dude, I'm going to start this series, and I got an idea. If any of you guys got like a crazy ghost story, something that's happened to you, get a hold of me, dude. We need to dual comm this and do like for shizzle and do this all the way up until Halloween. But before I tell you what happened on the Paranormal Activity and stuff like that, I just wanted to give you an idea. What do you guys think of it? I do have a couple stories of my own to tell you. I actually plan on, if I have time, telling you a small one at the end of this video here. But I'm going to explain this chick's experience, okay? Like I said, Ouija boards are nothing to fucking fuck around with, okay? Fuck around with, okay? Like, I'm not even lying. You guys think I made that up as a joke. My ass crack was a mohawk and my hair was standing up that bad. Like, I'm almost going bald. I got like a 6 head kind of. Like, I'm not really going bald, but I do have like a 6 head. And like, my fucking brow, dude, remember Zach Morris from like fucking Saved by the Bell, how he used to gel his hair? That's what my hair looked like. I had a mohawk ass crack. My hair was standing up. So what this chick and her husband did, you know, they were from like Australia or something, like a foreign country. They had an accent. I'm not really sure where they were. They could have been from the UK or something. And she even said she just moved to the States 8 years before this or something like that. So they were definitely like not from the United States. And don't mind this part right here. The team backed out for a little bit, and I'm just running around like crazy trying to find somebody in case they get into the game, or looking for the one dude that was in the game. But this chick and her husband, well, she moves to the States and she sees this dude, and she's like, you know, they're both on there like all lovey-dovey. It was love at first sight and all this stuff. He jerked me off, and Well, that fucked up, but you know, it was love at first sight. She met this guy, they got married, moved into the house, and they had an idea to mess around with a Ouija board. Okay, Ouija boards are bad news. You Google this, and half of them lead to possessions and just crazy shit. Where like you go take a fucking shower, and like on the stuff on the mirror where it's all fogged up, people like write, "I'm watching you." It's where you hear those little kids in your fucking closet talking and shit like that, dude. Don't mess with the Ouija board. I'm not. You can do what you got to do. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. Yeah, of course I don't act like it at all times, but I do believe in God, and that is just crazy shat right there. Okay, but they get this Ouija board and they want to start like communicating with the undead family members for whatever reason. I mean, I could see how maybe you'd want to tell your grandma bye one last time, but dude, face reality. She's gone, bro. Go to her grave, talk to her. Don't do it by a Ouija board or you're gonna fucking regret it. Check out this sneaky little ninja right here. We're sitting there running around and that dude's laying behind a claymore like a bastard. But they get this Ouija board, they want to communicate. So they get this, and like for the first few months, they're like, oh, it was going well, you know, all that. I don't know how you could go well talking to fucking dead people, like spirits, ghosts, or whatever. How is that going well, first off? So she's like, oh, you never really, you know, you don't understand it until all of your answers are answered every time and stuff like that. It's like, lady, you're fucked. You're fucked in your head, seriously. So first few months it goes well, you know, they get like all warm inside every time they use this Ouija board because they're like telling them they're gonna have a baby and they've been wanting a baby and all that good stuff. Well, like a month later, okay, they're using the Ouija board and they go to the Ouija board and they're like, is there any spirits in here that want to communicate with us? And right away the thing goes over to no and says no, basically like, fuck you, lady, I don't want to talk to you. Okay, then the spirit goes off to tell her that he likes watching her when she sleeps and she's jealous of her husband for sleeping with her, and the spirit thinks she's a porn star. Now, right there, if I've never seen a red flag thrown up before, that right there is the fucking red flag. That is like a huge, big ass red flag. If a ghost tells you that he's jealous of your husband for sleeping with you and you're a porn star, you've got to realize that fucking spirit is jerking off every time you are getting it on with your husband. And if that doesn't creep you out, I don't know what the fuck would. Okay, you got a spirit basically saying that he jerks off to you, more or less. Like, I'm getting the mohawk in my ass crack right now just thinking about that. Okay, so like a couple months later, she's sitting there. They did have a baby and stuff like that, and stuff starts flying across the room and shit like that. The husband brings her a slice of pizza and she's like, oh, what do you got, baby? And then the fucking spirit like knocks the pizza out of her hand and the plate goes flying and shit like that. What the fuck? Dude, I don't fuck around with Ouija boards. Tip number one, dude, don't fuck around with it. So they put the Ouija board up, you know, stuff like that. About a year goes by, nothing really happens, and then the damn thing gets pissed off again. And this time, it ain't fucking around. You know, it's starting to go with the kid. And if you're a parent, I know a lot of you aren't, but some of you may be. Think about it, dude. When you're fucking with Ouija boards, stuff like that, and you have children in your house, you're basically affecting them with this too. And in this case, it was a toddler, and that is just fucked up in your head, dude. Like, don't bring kids in the shit that you're fucking retarded and you're gonna do it just to get fucking a hard on because you're talking to some dead dude that likes jerking off to you while your fucking husband's banging that shit doggy style. Okay? Don't bring the kids into it. And dude, this fucking guy starts like fucking with this kid. Okay, the kid's sleeping. It's like a 1-year-old kid, and the lady hears like a gut-wrenching scream one night. She's like there all by herself, and then she hears like the floor creaking up above, like the upstairs floor. You know, she's like, oh, we had a loose board. You could hear it creaking and shit. Okay, get the fucking kid, run out the front door, and burn the fucking house down. Fucking problem solved right there. That's what I would do. But no, this chick's like, oh, we could ignore it, you know. He would whisper stuff in my ears when I sleep. I could feel him tugging on the blankets and sheets. What the fuck? Are you serious, lady? Dude, this shit ain't fucking the goddamn spirit of Santa Claus. I'm here to tell you now. Dude, he's wanting to fuck something up. He's wanting to like eat your fucking neck and do something. I don't know what do spirits do besides jerk off when your fucking husband's getting that shit, but I don't know. So it starts messing with this kid. She hears this dude, like something walking on the upstairs floor. You know, picture it, you're downstairs reading your Bible and all that stuff, and then you hear the floor start creaking, and then you just hear your 2-year-old kid just scream bloody murder. And you can tell it's one of those screams where he's not just waking up because he shit his pants and it's burning his fucking legs. It's one of those things where he just seen something that is fucking terrifying, like a terrifying scream. Okay, you're down there chilling, you hear the floor, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And then the baby screams. Okay, she goes up there, and the closet door's open. Okay, she doesn't think none of it. She closes it. She grabs the baby, starts to walk out, and the fucking closet door opens again. Okay, there ain't no fucking draft in there, woman. It's the dude in there fucking jerked off next to your bed while you were fucking getting this shit. Okay, get the fuck out of the house, dude. Seriously. So she goes out, she takes the baby out, and she's talking to her husband and stuff like that. She's like, oh, he's seen something in the closet, blah, 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 blah. So they tie, their solution to this is they tie the handles to the closet door so it can, you know, like open. Well, she closes it, walks out of the room, and then this fucking door to this closet is just like shaking, about to bust off the hinges because something inside is just grabbing it, shaking the shit out of it, trying to get out. Like, I would have had, like, seriously, a 40-second fat bastard fart. I would have shut the closet. As soon as I heard that motherfucker rattling, I would have been like, oh. For like 40 seconds. I would have shit my pants right then. Dude, I swear to God, my fucking ass crack has a mohawk right now. And listen, I can act, dude, any dude out there is like, oh, fuck that guy. Dude, I would scream like a bitch. If something like that happened, oh my God, dude. Usain Bolt ain't got nothing on YOTESLAYA. If I seen a ghost, I guarantee you I could run a 3-second 40. For you guys that play football, you know what I'm talking about. For you guys that don't, that's really fucking fast. That's like the fastest man on the world. But that would be me, and it would sound like fucking a little bitty girl just running down the road screaming. All you'd hear, that'd be me. Gone, dude. It sound like fucking Roadrunner as he takes off. Fred Flintstone shit. Dude, but seriously, don't mess with Ouija boards. I don't even know. They're nothing. It was just crazy. Guess one of those things where you just had to see it. It was on Paranormal Activity on TV. If you guys have ever seen it, if you haven't, maybe check it out because the shit was nuts, dude. But that led me into the idea of doing the ghost story, like a haunted leading up to Halloween. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do a ghost story in this one, but seriously, guys, dude, if I would have died by that martyrdom right there, I'd have been one pissed off mofo because I'm on the streak now. This is the nuke streak, I do believe, and I would have been pissed off. But bottom line is, dudes, don't fuck around with Ouija boards or shit is gonna start fucking going crazy, dude. I'm talking like, oh, you're like, you come home one night, you know, you park your car at the end of the driveway and shit, and then you hear like some chick in the edge of the wood line, like not no chick, like a little 8-year-old girl is like, I can see you, and then that shit is just about to, dude. No, I ain't cutting it, dude. As much as I'd like to go experience one of these haunted houses, just experience it firsthand, I'm definitely not going to do the Ouija board thing and like basically say, hey, come on, possess me and just fuck my life over. But I thought it was pretty crazy. I just wanted to do a commentary, and I came up with the idea of ghost stories till Halloween. I think it'd be pretty cool. If you'd rather watch it while I play some zombies, or I can keep doing multiplayer, I was going to do this commentary over a custom zombie map, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it over a multiplayer game because I didn't want to start you know, a new custom series talking about something and then each, like, you guys don't want to do it and then next week I have to change the subject. But I do have a couple ghost stories I could tell for a future episode if that's what you guys want to do. And like I said, if any of you guys got any crazy shit that happened to you, get a hold of me. We'll do a dual comm on that or something. Get on Skype and do something because I definitely want to. I definitely want you guys, the subscribers of mine, to get the fucking ass crack mohawk because there's nothing like it, man. I remember when I was little, me and my cousins, he lived out in the boondocks, which I'm a redneck anyways. You know, I've been in the boondocks my whole life. Until recently, like the last couple of years. But, you know, we used to just tell ghost stories and shit like that and then go walk in the woods and, you know, just fuck ourselves up to where, like, every single noise you heard, it's just like, what the fuck is that, man? You know, just fucking tweaking. But, you know, if you guys got a good ghost story, I got some stories I can tell. Definitely leave in the comments. Contact me through a PM on YouTube. I do have friend enabled. I got rid of the 400 PMs a day, and I made it to where only, you know, friends of mine can send me messages. So it cuts down, and I check every PM anyways, but now I can definitely get to it a little quicker because I don't have to sift through like hundreds of them. It's more like 10s to 20s. So let me know, guys. I think it sounds like a pretty cool idea, just up until Halloween, you know, something like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed my little commentary. I don't really know what I said, but it just, dude, I don't know. Ouija boards are not fucking cool. I definitely would not fuck around with a Ouija board. But like I said, if you guys want to do it and you guys want to have your seances, jump around fires and shit like that, I mean, more power to you. You just ain't gonna catch me out in any cornfields with, you know, shit like that. But please let me know if you guys want to do this. And as usual, remember to rate and subscribe. Yodi, solid note.